guys, TommyBryson here, and this right here is a $50 bill. And today, this video, all you're gonna need to start a business is just $50. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 ideas to go out there and start a business with just $50. By the way, without telling me or without looking right now, who is the president on the $50 bill? Comment down below, let me know. I won't tell you, okay? Comment down below, let me know. Now, guys, if you guys don't know me, I post videos every single day. Make sure to also subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified, and also destroy the like button. Now, the first idea for a business is literally being a phone repair person, or for example, where you actually go and you buy phones and fix them up, or for example, you fix computers or build computers, okay? Now, the first thing is this, okay? All you're going to need is this right here. Now, this tool set right here does not cost 50 bucks. It only costs around $15.99, okay? And with this, you can go ahead and fix a laptop, fix a phone, fix a computer, fix whatever you basically want to fix, okay? Even a TV if you want to get into that, but most likely no. But phones and also computers, you can go ahead and fix them just by having this toolkit right here. Now, on top of that, guys, here it is, okay, right here on Amazon. So if you want to go on Amazon and buy it, link down below to everything I'm mentioning here. So again, it only costs $15.99, and I bought this a while ago to fix iPhone X's and also 7s. Now, on top of that, let's say, for example, you want to be a little bit more fancy. This right here is the iFixit Pro that costs around $70. Now, do I recommend it? The answer is no. You don't really need this one unless you want to be more fancy later on in life. But guess what? I also have it because basically it brings a lot more tools. For example, it brings extra tools if you want to get into more like computer building stuff and also into more complicated stuff. So this right here brings literally all the tools you absolutely need, including these tools right here, because basically, by the way, here it is right here, guys, okay? Let me make sure I don't flip anything here, but here is how it looks, okay? Here's how it looks. It looks like this. Everything you need is right here. It's awesome, okay? But it costs 70 bucks. Do you need it? The answer is no. If you're just getting started, don't have a lot of money, just go ahead and use this, and it's going to do literally the exact same thing, okay? Now, on top of that, you're probably wondering, okay, Tommy, if I want to buy cell phones, or for example, fix cell phones, well, where do I actually go to get the screens to go ahead and replace the entire screens on those iPhones? Now, the answer is pretty simple. You want to go to this website right here, and it's called Fixez.com. By the way, link down below also. And by the way, I'm not sponsored in any way by these products. These are products that I basically use all the time. Now, let's say, for example, you want to fix an iPhone. Now, let's say you actually want to fix my phone. I actually have an iPhone X. My screen is messed up, it's shattered, and you want to fix it for me. What do? You go on Fixez.com, you click parts, you click iPhone, and then you click my phone, the iPhone X, and then it'll show you every single screen that's actually available. For example, if you want an LCD screen, around $40. If you want an OLED screen, the original screen is going to be around $275. A lot of money. That's why Apple charges so much money to replace the screens. It's very expensive, okay? But the answer is, again, you spent 16 bucks here, and now you just go over here and buy this screen right here for $40, and boom, you're back in business, okay? That is the entire idea. Now, on top of that, you will need to buy this right here, which is basically a multi-purpose heat gun, because by the way, you just can't go ahead and basically say, hey, I'm going to unscrew this, just pull the screen off. No. Right here is adhesive all around the phone, okay? So you have to heat it up to melt the adhesive and then go under it and then flip it, and that way you can actually take the screen out. Now, there is one important factor here. Tommy, all right, this sounds cool. I need the tools, I need a screen, I need a customer, okay? That's fine. But how exactly do I go ahead and fix the phone, and how do I learn to fix it? Well, the answer is, again, pretty simple. Just go on Fixez, again, and click guides at the top, okay? And click the phone or iPad or tablet you actually want to fix. In this case, an iPhone. Let's look up a guide for an iPhone X repair. How do you fix a battery? Here's a video. How do you fix a screen? Here's a video. How do you tear it down completely and replace the housing? Here's a video also. There is a video literally everywhere on how to do this. Now, on top of that, Tommy, how do I find customers and also inventory? Go to Facebook, find inventory here. Facebook Marketplace, go to eBay also, or for example, Craigslist. So overall, guys, all you need for this is around $50 to get started. And the first screen repair, you can charge around $100, 120, and make easily double the money you put into it, okay? Except for your time and so on. And by the way, I recommend start small. Don't fix iPhone 12s if you don't know how to fix them, because basically breaking an iPhone 12 is a problem. But breaking, for example, an iPhone 6 or 7 or 8, it's no problem. You can basically replace it no matter what, okay? But too expensive, you got a problem, okay? So start small and start slow also. Now, idea number 2, guys, is also pretty simple, and it's going to require you to have a drill, okay? You see that? You hear that? A drill, right? By the way, I love drill, okay? Now, this drill right here only costs around $50. And by the way, guys, like everything I do here is the link right here on Amazon. By the way, link down below also. It's only a $50 drill, and it also comes with pieces. That way, you don't really need anything else. But the whole answer is this, Tommy. Okay, what am I gonna do with this drill? I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a repairman. What do I do exactly? The answer is there are tasks you can do for people that can pay you a lot of money, and you don't need to be an expert. For example, helping people assemble IKEA products, helping people replace doorknobs, helping people put up TVs and so on. And by the way, guys, this drill, although it is great for drywall and also wood and also just repairing things overall, it is not that good when it comes to basically drilling into a real concrete wall. Okay, so if you want to do that, the answer is going to be you're going to have to buy a hammer drill. That's going to be a little bit more expensive, around like $50 to $70. You don't need the expensive stuff that's over $300 when you're first starting out. Just start small. But the answer is you're going to want to go ahead and learn how to put up TVs, learn how to assemble things, and also learn how to replace doorknobs. Tommy, how? It's going to cost me thousands of dollars. The answer is no. That's not going to happen, okay? First of all, you can go on TaskRabbit.com and figure out exactly, hey, how to assemble a desk or, for example, a table. That's easy. How to mount a TV or a mirror. That's easy. How to fix doorknobs. That's also easy. So this is basically where you go if you actually want to get jobs. You go and by the way, they're also partnered with IKEA, so there's always going to be a lot of inventory. But Tommy, what if I actually want to learn how to do this? The answer is, guys, well, you're on YouTube. So you know exactly how to find out how to do things. So just go on YouTube and type in, hey, how do I replace a doorknob? How do I mount a TV? How do I go ahead and assemble whatever IKEA product actually is, okay? And that way you can go ahead and pay some money. And by the way, guys, if you guys didn't notice here, assembly, $62 to $141 per project. Maybe an hour of work or something like that. Around $60 per hour, okay? Mounting a TV or mirror, $71 or $118, okay? You can basically make a lot of money just by having a little drill that costs you $50 and use it for the next like 50 years if you want to, honestly. And that way you're good to go. Now, there is one tip. If you start loving this and you want to know a lot more about this, I recommend you get a trade job, okay? So for example, become a mechanic, or for example, a plumber, or for example, an electrician. That way you can actually graduate and do a lot more things that earn you a lot more money if you find out that, hey, I actually like being a handyman. But no one's going to let a handyman go into their house and fix their plumbing or, for example, electricity and so on. You're going to need to be certified and licensed for that type of stuff, okay? So I highly recommend, if you're interested, also consider doing that right there. Now, number 3 is for becoming a reseller. Now, I always say this, okay? When I started out, I started going to Goodwill, thrift stores, and going out there and buying products here and there, and then going ahead and resell them on eBay or, for example, Facebook for a profit. For example, clothing, collectible items, books, and so on, even video games, and then grabbing them and selling them on eBay for a profit. For example, this right here is a horse. I bought this for $2. And then if I wanted to, because it's basically a collectible and it's also an antique and I have a whole set of these, the answer is I can go ahead and sell this right here, a set of 5 for around $70, and I bought it again for $2. So $2 times 5 is $10 I paid. I can go ahead and sell for $70, or for example, today I found listings going for stuff like this for around $500 and beyond. So the answer is you go to Goodwill, you go to thrift stops, you go to garage sales also, and you find all these collectible items and you use your money to go ahead and buy them. Now on top of that, I found this video by Pat Flynn that basically said, hey, a good business today is going to be people that used to do garage sales that no longer want to do it because basically the pandemic, right? Nobody wants to have people buy their house and stuff like that. Well, the answer is you can actually go ahead and say, hey, I am going to go ahead and sell your stuff for you online. That way, you become a third party for them. So you go ahead and say, hey, if you're selling something, I will sell it for you online and you pay me a commission, okay? That way you can actually go ahead and make money without having to even spend your own money, okay? That's also a pretty cool idea. Now, guys, there is one tip here, okay? Because you're going to be going ahead and finding collectible items and also rare items, the answer is this is going to take time. All right, so you're gonna have to go out there and find these places and go out there and visit every single day for around an hour to 4 hours every single day to find items and then go ahead and resell them. But to take 50 bucks and turn it to 500, and that's awesome, okay? So buying $2 product, then selling it for 10 or 50 or even some. By the way, I bought a snow globe for around $3 or $2.50 and sold it for around $74, okay? That's how cool this actually is, okay? Now, idea number 4, guys, is basically something to actually do online, 100% online. The answer is you probably never thought about this, but if you wanted to, you can actually become a voiceover artist. For example, if I have a book and I want somebody to do an audiobook for me, you can be the voice of that audiobook by going ahead and recording yourself reading that audiobook. Or for example, a cartoon character and so on for movies and so on, right? So the answer is voiceover work. You can actually do that online. So for example, if you go to voices.com, by the way, this is one that I actually found, you can actually audition for some audiobooks or for example for some movies and a lot of other stuff. So this sounds like something you actually want to do. I highly recommend you actually look into this. And also, if you want to do tutoring online, also you can also do tutoring online, and that's also a full-blown business. But at that point, you do need to have a skill. Are you good at math, science? And by the way, if you're not good at that stuff, the answer is there's always videos out there on how to do these things. So there's really no excuse, okay? And by the way, if you want to do voiceover work, but your voice sucks, the answer is the voice is an instrument, okay? So the more you practice, the better you will get at sounding your voice and getting better at pronouncing things and also increasing your vocabulary with the more words you actually learn, okay? Now, there is one thing that you're going to need to spend your money on because, for example, if you're going to do voiceover work, you can't do it with a regular bad mic. The answer is you will be required to get a good mic. Now, a good mic I recommend is called the Yeti microphone. It's pretty good, but it does cost around $100, so it's not really applicable to this video right here. So I actually found a mic also for your iPhone if all you have is an iPhone right now. This mic right here is pretty good and it costs around $40 and over 5,000 people have given it more than 4 stars. So obviously it's a pretty good mic. Now, on top of that, there's also this option right here for a $36 mic, and it's actually one of those mics that actually basically have a wire that was attached to you. You can actually talk it. Now, also a more expensive option is this right here. It's actually the Shure microphone. Now, these mics right here are pretty good quality. The company is great, and I actually have a microphone by them right here. Now, Shure is actually very, very expensive. Now, actually, $150 is a lot of money, but again, if you want to get into this, it's also a great investment. So again, if you want to do voiceover work, you're going to need a good quality microphone. If you want to be a tutor, although the competition is great, and I recommend you actually start locally in schools in your area, the answer is you're going to need to have a good webcam because no one wants to be looking at you through a very bad quality webcam and not being able to hear you properly. So internet connection, also a good webcam, and also a good microphone is going to be pivotal if you want to make a good impression when it comes to people out there. Now, the last idea that I actually have for you guys is basically what you're seeing right now, what I'm doing, okay? A content creator. For example, YouTuber, podcast, or for example, creating a full-blown course for people out there. Now, obviously, if you want to do this, you're going to need 2 things, audio and video. And lastly, also some good ideas that you actually want to put out there into the world. Now, the first thing is this, Tommy, how do I do this with under $50? Well, obviously, you already have a phone. If you're watching this, or a computer, just get a webcam, or for example, use your phone camera and buy a microphone. That way you get great quality because, by the way, cameras on phones these days are pretty good. The only bad thing is the audio quality. If you buy a mic, it's going to be a lot better, and that way you're pretty much good to go. But let's say you actually want to buy a handheld camera. Well, what do you do then? The answer is cameras can be very expensive. For example, this right here is a Sony camera, right? So pretty good. So 720 is not even 1080p, and it's not 4K, but it's actually pretty solid. It's not that great. And by the way, the budget again is $50. And by the way, this camera right here is $80. Cameras are very expensive, so I recommend you actually go on eBay and you look for cameras. This camera right here, pretty good for video, not that great. Don't know that much about it. Just an example here, and it only costs around $35. Okay, so you can actually go on eBay and look up cameras to actually go ahead and buy, and then make sure you put right here on filter, the price cannot be more than $50. And also put in, for example, hey, I only want to do buy it now, because you don't want to do auctions. The odds of you buying an auction for an $800 camera for $50 is going to be very, very low. So look for cameras within your budget that we can actually go ahead and buy them and get started with whatever you actually want to get started. But by the way, don't make an excuse for basically say, hey, I don't have a camera. Oh my gosh, no ideas. The answer is just get started. Your first videos are always going to suck. If you're just getting started, they're going to suck. My first videos suck too. And by the way, no matter what, if you keep improving with time, all your videos are going to suck, because basically the better videos you make, the more you're going to say, hey, that content is not that good. But eventually it does get better, and it does get better. So overall, guys, those are 5 ideas to go out there and start a business with literally $50. Okay, so but guys, comment down below and let me know which one of these ideas did you like the most. And by the way, the president on the $50 bill is actually Grant. And by the way, I looked at it, I did not know, but I know that Andrew Jackson is on the $20 bill, Benjamin Franklin on the $100 bill, and also Washington on the $1 bill. But the $5 bill, $10 bill, and also there's no more bills, right? I have no idea who those presidents actually are, but I should. Okay, comment down below, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, like this video if you liked it. On top of that, also subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified. And if you want to text me or talk to me one-on-one, join my Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at TommyBryson. And if you want a full-blown videos on phones, how to basically get them, how to sell them, all that stuff, the answer is here's a full video on that. And click my face right now. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.